Everybody, get out on the floor. Let's do this thing again just like we did it before. I hope you came in here to party too. Get out on the floor and let it do what it do. All you fellas, get out of your seats. Get out on the floor and just move your feet. All you ladies, get out of your chairs.
It's Famous Brown's TV show. Exciting, entertaining, and informative. And now, here's your host, P.T. Brown.
Welcome to the show. I'm Preston Brown, better known as Famous Brown on TV. And James Brown's story has been on TV so much this week, I thought I'd wear my James Brown t-shirt tonight. So we got James Brown t-shirt on tonight. But I got a great show for you tonight. My musical guest tonight will be Big G, Fly By Night, and of course, you know, George and Friends Jazz Band, the Teenage Jazz Band. And also LK is back tonight, along with the commentary by Mike Lee. And I have a special guest tonight. My niece, Mokesha Brown, is here tonight. She does spoken word, so she's going to give you a little spoken word tonight. They call her Mo Brown. She's been on a few TV shows. Matter of fact, the show that comes on right before us, Are We There Yet? She's been on there several times, some other TV shows, and she has some small parts in some movies. So we're waiting for her to get discovered and get real rich, and then I'm going to Hollywood with her. But she's here tonight. We got the Sip with Coffee Black tonight. And, of course, we got a little bit of Kingfish Jr. here. So let's get to the show. I'm Famous Brown, and thank you for tuning in.
Here we go again, girl. Down that same old road we've been 1,000 times. You leaving me, and now you want to come back. After all this time, saying you can make it right again. I don't think so. I don't think so. Tell me, how can you mend my broken heart when you are the one who broke it from the very start? And tell me, how can you do these things you do? But that's the things I get for loving somebody like you. Tell me, how does it feel to be on your own again? And how does it feel when you're making love to my very best friend? And tell me, how can you do these things you do? But that's the things I get for loving somebody like you. Tell me. Tell me, how can you go to sleep in your bed at night, knowing darn well the thing you did to me was right? And tell me, how can you do these things you do? But that's the things I get for loving somebody like you. And you still want to come back? Tell me, how can you mend my broken heart when you are the one who broke it from the very start? And tell me, how somebody like you. Bring tears to your eyes. Who will feel the hurt of loving somebody like you? Feel like you're dying inside. Who will feel the hurt of loving somebody like you? Oh yeah.
Say you got somewhere to go and you need a car, but you don't have enough money to buy one right now? Stop by Easy Car Rental at 3101 West Broad Street and see C.L. Bell at 804-358-3406. He's got small, medium, and large cars. $29.95 a day, unlimited miles, free pickup in the Richmond area, no credit card needed. That's C.L. Bell, Easy Car Rental, 3101 West Broad Street, or call him at 804-358-3406. That's 358-3406. Hi, I'm Chocolate Chip, here to tell you about Wayne Mason and his D&W Fashions. It's a mobile clothing store. He actually will come to you. Now, I just met this gentleman. He was telling me about all the fantastic clothes he has, but seeing is believing, so I had to see the clothes to actually believe. And you can call this number 337-8869, 804-337-8869. Talk to Mr. Mason, and he'll have you dressed for success. This is a mobile clothing store. D&W Fashions, Mr. Wayne Mason. Call him, and he'll take care of you.
My name is Wayne Mason. I'm with D&W Fashion. I sell suits. I sell leisure suits. I do it mobile. You give me a call, I come out to see you.
Clothing store. D&W Fashions, Mr. Wayne Mason. Call him, and he'll take care of you.
Hello out there. My name is Mo Brown, and I am here at my uncle's wonderful radio station to share some spoken word. I am an actress, writer, and as you'll see, spoken word artist, so I hope what I share, you can vibe with it, okay? So, this is called a work in progress. So this came along, just a little short backstory. When I was in the process of kind of finding out who I was as a person and just kind of doing the work from the inside out to still, you know, navigate in the world and also learn how to love myself and not look for it from somebody else. So, it's a work in progress, and here it goes. As we change physically, mentally, and statistically, which is automatic, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm trying to grow wise. Take these curtains off my eyes. Because some say that ignorance is bliss, and I used to at some point be on that list. But then life started to smack the bottoms of my feet, shake my shoulders, yell out all sorts of obscurities at me. Now sometimes tell me hopeful stories, silver and gold at the end of all roads. No struggles to stand your ground because what's lost never needs to be found. But is that truth? Is that what guides the heart to truly let loose, to pump blood powerfully, stand in alignment, meeting the endings, completing God's assignment? So you see, I had to make a clear decision on what tools to take on my vision mission. Now, my mother, she worked 3 jobs, dropping jewels of wisdom along the way, fighting addiction, family affliction. The single mother hustle, doing what must be done so her kids wouldn't become a statistic. So you see, I have big dreams, and I can't allow brain block vultures, people miserable searching for comfort. When I was still lacking affection, extra coddling, someone nearby to guide me. Now tell me, is that so earth-shattering? Needing my life map to get back to me, because sometimes I ask God to blind me because I don't want to see. Sitting in an emotionless room, no pictures to trigger memories. This is like detox hell. Now, is this my truth? How can I move forward if I don't make peace with deep hurts that will always follow? Looking to someone else for safety when God was always there, even when I hated me. Stand up, I hear a voice say. You are enough. You're enough. Times do get rough, but keep walking. Because those thoughts that enter your mind for change is me, your father, talking, so quiet yourself. Stop setting fire to your health. I got you. Now go read the verses to that book that I assigned to you. And my dear child, I still have so many things to show you, but the only way out is the inward journey through. So thank you, God, I say. Because now I can get out of the bed to start my day. Because I am a work in progress. Yes.
This is Coffee Black, coming through to bring you the latest in sports, celebrity, and entertainment news. Here's The Sip this week. So just when we thought Matt Barnes had moved on to imaginary relationships with Rihanna, we found out he's still not over his ex, Gloria Govan. Allegedly, Gloria's been dating newly divorced Derek Fisher. Matt got word that Fisher was at Gloria's house and drove almost 100 miles to confront and fight Fisher. Now, Charles Barkley weighed in saying brothers shouldn't be fighting brothers. And I agree, they used to be teammates. Team Messy Boots. Raven-Symoné is at it again with her comments on The View. This time she says she wouldn't hire somebody with basically an ethnic name. She says she's not racist but prejudiced and seemed to find amusement. Ma'am, that is kitchen table talk and not meant for mixed company. I'm just saying. Check out more on my site, thesipwithcoffeeblack.com, and tune in next week to The Sip with Coffee Black. No sugar, no cream.
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the type of girl I need down with my team. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Here it is, a Saturday night. The weather is nice, and I feel alright. I'm clean as a bird of hell. Don't wanna party all by myself. I got on my dancing shoes. I'm in a Southern soul party mood. Now here we go.
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 Here we go. Come on and hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Let's hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Let's hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Let's hit the floor. I got on my dancing shoes. I'm in a Southern soul party mood. I wanna hear some Marvin C. Willie Clayton and my girl Denise. I found myself a hole in the wall where everybody is having a ball. I'm gonna party all night long and make it daylight when I get home. Woo! Now here we go.
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 Here we
ladies and gentlemen, you're back for another Mike Lee commentary here at WCLM Radio 1450 AM, and I'm going to break y'all off some propaganda. Look, let's just face it, the UCI is finished. It was phony, it was fake, and it failed. Now, granted, there are going to be many that say it was 645,000 people over 10 days, and if you count everybody by threes, multiply by 3, you could get there. But we all know that live here, that the common folks, we know that this thing was an abysmal failure. Ladies and gentlemen, let's face something. When we look at 2nd Street Festival, when we look at black economics in the Richmond area, in this country, what we realize, there are 2 economic systems, and only one of them is prospering, and that is the white economic system. And we've seen that with the UCI. Yes, they're going to say it was a great success. 645,000 people were here. But ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself this. How many niggas made money? Now, they're going to trump you up, as my friend told me. You know, they're going to pull little restaurants out that can't hold but 15 niggas and a dog and say that they were successful, and they were. But overall, the black economic system in the city of Richmond actually lost money. Will there be any statistics or any true investigation of how it affected a city that is 59 or 40-some% to 50% black? I doubt it. We need to talk about in this country that the white economic system has the blessings of the government, be that local, state, or federal, to boycott and to blockade commerce into black businesses. There's no better example of this than what just happened, the UCI race, and looking at the overall function of black businesses in the Richmond and surrounding areas, especially when you look at 2nd Street. You see a memorial state. You see that black folks have no customer base. What we got out of civil rights was the dissolution of our customer base. Because of segregation, you had to buy from blacks, which made black people able to build economic power, which comes from businesses, not consuming. Now, we are led to believe that if we just continue to consume for the next 100 years, somehow we will eventually get jobs in white America and we will all be a prosperous people. But ladies and gentlemen, it hasn't happened in 60 years. I don't see how another 100 years will fix that. What will fix that, and is the question of the 21st century, is will this country rise up and carry out its creed that all men are equal and all people are equal and demonstrate that through the reestablishment of the Negro economic system in this country. Take, for instance, the high schools going broke on the football, wanting to get rid of football and sports like that, where Negroes are very strong in. This would affect colleges and on up. But the economic opportunity is why doesn't the government get out of the business of sports and use that as an opportunity to set up African Americans who hold the majority resource in football, basketball, and track, and set them up so that they can start to run their own teams and their own schedules and create the minor league of sports that feeds into professional sports. Because let's face it, the government has helped through sports. State schools and non-state schools become economic powers. The endowments of colleges are filled up with niggas playing sports, bringing money there so that white sports like ice hockey and fiddle diddle can still exist under Title IX of the Civil Rights Act, wherefore they use women to do that. But ladies and gentlemen, let's face this matter. These are principles that Negro leaders should be arguing for you right now. They should not be talking about slave trails. They should not be talking about we're all getting along, we just have to work a little harder together. They should be facing the reality that the Negro needs restoration now and control of the resources in his own community. How is it that the state of Colorado, Oregon, and Washington can afford to legalize marijuana and never be accosted by federal police and authority for violating federal law that drugs are illegal, but Negroes in Virginia and other places will go to jail both at the state, local, and at the federal level for dealing in drugs? Help me to understand how we're going to address the economic state of African Americans if we don't examine the truth of the matter. So when I look and see the mayor getting plaques of gratitude from other black leaders, I say, for what? When I see Obama getting the Nobel Peace Prize, I say, for what? He's had 8 years to speak up for black people. And all he talked about was Americans, which we are not. We are so economically divided that Negroes have their own foods, Negroes have their own clothing stores. White folks do not shop with Negroes, but Negroes spend all their money with white folks. This is the reality. If that's not a problem in the educational system, they're willing to teach black people, or they teach our kids every day. We're all equal. We are the post-Obama generation, the post-race generation, but they never tell the Negro kids why all the white businesses are everywhere and why Negroes have nothing and why they can't get up off the ground, because the United States has not moved to this place where they're sincere about fixing the problem of African American depravity in this country and restoring us as equal citizens. So nothing that Martin Luther King talked about, the belief of his dream being rooted, deeply rooted in the American dream, has been even realized in any small way. What has happened has been even more separation. The Negro is not only segregated from white people, he is now stripped of his economic power, and which strips him of his political power. He cannot even fix his own schools. He has no schools. Historically black schools are going out of business. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. It's about time you niggas start thinking about what's going on. This is Mike Lee. You're listening to his commentary on WCLM Radio. You want to write me? Write the station, and we'll get back to you. See you.
Yeah, I'm Warren Powell with the National Alliance of Postal and Federal Employees, and what we do is our organization is 102 years old. It was started out of the fact that we wanted to protect people's interests. We knew that there was a deficit in protection as far as that concerned, and there was no representation. We give you that representation. So if you have any problems and you're a postal or federal employees, you simply give us a call. Call our office. It's 202-939-6325, extension 238 or 237, or you can call extension 248 or extension 244. And we'll be sure to get somebody out there, and we'll give you the information that you need, and we'll be glad to have you as a member. And of course, always tune into our show, Let's Get It On, 6 o'clock every Thursday. That's 6 o'clock Eastern Time, whether it's Daylight Savings Time or whatever. And tune in and listen to the information. We try to give you information on veterans and health and whatever's going on with the Postal Service. And we'd like you to get on, and like I said, anything we can do to help, we're glad to have you on, and we surely welcome you being a part of our program. Okay, thank you.
All right, this is L.K. Harris with the Impact of Reality. Back on relationships and relational values, more so on the value of relationships. But I first have to start with my company's logo, or motto. A focused mind can accomplish anything. A prepared mind fosters successful actions. A lover of life first know how to love themselves. And finally, trust in God through it all. Okay, relationships. This is one of my books, The Spoken Word. Okay? Relationships are very, very tedious. We all take relationships for granted. Let's stay focused on the person you love. Like for instance, this poem I wrote it to my wife, basically. I noticed how she always tells me thank you and please for everything that I do. And I just tell her that, hey, I'm your husband. It's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. Love you, respect you, and do those things that's meaningful to you. And then vice versa, she does the same for me. But I wasn't paying attention to that. But now I am. We need to start paying more attention to our women. We need to stay focused on who our women are, not just as being a woman, but who they really are. What attraction do you have towards your wife? If you've been married for 10, 15 years, are you still attracted to her? Do you still respect her? Do you still love her? Do you still tell her you love her? Do you take her to God? Do you show her the same things that you showed her when you all were dating? Life is hard, and we know this. We struggle with life. But when we go home to that significant other, we should have no struggles there. We should be perfectly content with what we have, but not be neglectful, but be content. Not dismiss, but be content. We should continue to love on our wife, love on our husbands. We should be able to love each other unrelentlessly. We should just stay focused on who we have in our life. A focused mind can accomplish anything. So focus on your wife, focus on your loved one, focus on your child. If you have children, focus on them. Stay respectful, stay focused, stay together. I'm L.K. Harris. Until next week, the impact of reality. A focused mind can't accomplish anything. A lover of life must know how to love themselves first. Take care.
$9.95 a day. And you're watching the Famous Brown Get Down.
For the last 30 minutes, you've been entertained by the Famous Brown TV show. Join us next weekend at these same times for the Famous Brown TV show with your host, P.T. Brown.